How goes the family? Welcome back to Patterson Properties. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. It's first video of the new month. Can't believe it. We are in March right now. Before I get into it, remember Patterson Properties is all about wholesaling real estate, mostly in the DMV area, but in other parts of the country as well. We like to work with a multitude of investors and other wholesalers. And obviously, if you are a person that has a distressed property, we're more than happy to help you in any sort of time of need. Sell your property at a great price, and it works out for everybody, not just yourself, but the buyers all at the same time. All right. Now, as you see my beautiful background, we're taking a trip to the good state of Florida. Not really my state, but hey, it's a nice state altogether. And I came across this article the other day, and it didn't surprise me at all that the housing market in the great state of Florida is on the rise. I say this because for the last decade, there has been a significant increase in population of people moving from the north and corporations moving down there as well. I'm making a prediction in 2021 that within the next 10 years, by 2030 or 2031, that the state of Florida and the state of Texas will be considered expensive states to live in that time frame. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be like California expensive or New York State expensive because they don't have the same tax rate. But as far as the cost of real estate and the cost of rents will go up. So as I made my statement in last night on my other channel, Larry's Anything Goes, I said that people that want to be basic do not plan to move to states like Florida or Texas within the next 10 years because your basic mindset will not be able to survive or whatnot. You have to live in another state, more of a rural state that's not as developed if you want to live a basic lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying. All right, now the article stated that since the summer, the market has roared back white hot, and some local realtors say that they are getting multiple offers for each new listing, resulting in many sales above the asking price, and prices have continued to rapidly climb. Now, we know that with the lack of housing inventory across the United States has caused home prices to go up, up, and up. The article really went in because it's basically just in the Tampa Bay market of Florida. Because if you know Florida, Southern Florida is, I guess you can call it, as far as cost of living, it's like getting close to the DMV area and even parts of Southern California and whatnot. If it's surrounding the city of Miami area, the cost of living is going up, has gone up tremendously within the last 10 years. And that's why most people that are moving to Florida now, they're moving to either Central Florida or Northern Florida and whatnot because it's quote unquote considered more affordable, but a place like Tampa Bay is going up. Lynn Keffer, Deputy Chief Economist for lending giant Freddie Mac, noted how, by some measurements, the national house price growth in 2020 was higher than it was in the mid 2000s. The S&P CoreLogic Case Shiller Index indices national house price measurement. Tampa Bay's metro area prices grew by a whooping 10.7% last year. Then the article really went into the numbers of Florida's housing market, specifically within the Tampa Bay market. The article stated that earlier this month, Florida realtors released numbers for January that found the median sales price for a single-family house in Pinellas, Florida, was about $309,000 compared to $267,000 in January 2020. Hillsboro's median sales price was about $297,000 last month. Pasco's was about $265,000, and Orlando's was about $210,000. The article also stated that the demand is fueled by millennials coming of home buying age, egged on by record low interest rates. That definitely played a part in that as well, combined with baby boomers living longer. Keffer said, contrast that to the lead up to the Great Recession when huge numbers of investors were trying to make quick money, go through, money through repaid associations. He added that this is true because we have a good chunk of millennials in the early and mid, in the early mid 30s, and they're all in when it comes to purchasing real estate, especially, and this is the main thing to take take from this, especially given the fact that we have seen what can happen when owning real estate isn't a part of your family's culture. Meaning, good old gentrification can happen, and our generation, the millennial generation, doesn't want to be a part of the renting forever and only having a job forever culture. Because if let's just put it this way, within the last 20 years, if you are a homeowner in states like New York, California, Washington State, Oregon, I'll just leave Washington D.C. If you are a homeowner in those specific areas, or even in the DMV area, period, you've made out pretty good, given the fact that in a lot of those areas, your average home is no less than 400 some $1,000. Between $400,000 and $1 million, or whatnot. Okay, so for the people that the power of real estate is real, and that's why when being around basic-minded people that don't want to utilize the power of real estate, not outside of just buying a house, that's people do that all the time, but being able to pass down a house from generation to generation can cut down the opportunities of people not being able to afford to live in a specific area anymore and whatnot. So if you have homes being passed down in the family bloodline, a lot of people are able to not have to start from scratch economically because they have a house. Now, they might have to pay a mortgage, and they might not have to pay a mortgage, but they still have to pay property taxes and insurance and the maintenance to keep the house up. But they have a tangible asset, especially if it's a tangible asset in a major city. I don't care if any major city in the United States right now has some sort of development for the most part. So, I mean, heck, even in the Sioux Falls, North Dakota has a lot of development going on. Idaho has a lot of development going on. So, people that thought that Detroit was that was deemed a wasteland 10 years ago, a lot of development going on in Detroit. Baltimore will be next. Philadelphia, which was considered a wasteland 10 years ago, now is one of the biggest growing cities on the East Coast, and considered to be very expensive now. And I guarantee Pittsburgh will be next, So if any major city, just something to think about, okay? Pass it down to your family, okay? Do not let your kids start off being basic and having to start from square one if you can help it. That's just my little rant. Had to go off on that tangent, but it is what it is, all right? Anyways, one thing is for sure, because like I said, good old gentrification, it will happen. And, we want to see more and more people having real estate and jobs and all other tangible assets as the norm within their family's culture and their dynamic. Instead of people competing against each other, people are working with each other, right? And to end this video off, real estate agent stated that, from Florida, stated that I have a buyer willing to buy up to $1.2 million. This is in the state of Florida, $1.2 million, but we can't find anything, the real estate agent stated. There just aren't any properties coming up from between the prices of $500,000 to $1.2 million. All right, and that's just that's nationwide. There's just a lack of inventory because people are just not moving around like that. The real estate agent has advised some of her buyers, especially those looking for homes under $400,000, to wait in case distressed properties do emerge later in the new year 2021. And there's always that possibility. So you have a lot of people that are waiting for the right moment, even myself, to buy the right property for themselves or to buy the right rental property. It just depends on the situation and how you look at it, all right? So do the great 3 free things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say on my other channel, make money moves or live broke like a fool. Pass down real estate. It's time to own something, all right? Take care.